movement, you will start seeing cracks until it crumbles. Our engineers build a lot they want to build. What happens? If the proper foundation is not there, if the calculation is faulty, what happens? After erecting the building, it will fall immediately or after a period of time when the weight of everything you put on top of the foundation overwhelms the foundation. Maybe you can understand what I'm saying. We are the victims. We are the haunted. We have to find a way to be free. We cannot see what other people are doing right, but we cannot. Instead, we stay to criticize ourselves, and we comfort ourselves. We comfort ourselves. We are Republican in nature. I will always remind you of that. Continue to comfort yourself. Run your mouth. And don't ask, is this my statement going to be of benefit or a danger to our struggle? The call number is +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. Our Onyendu has been bearing the brunt of our fate. Yeah, he could have easily abandoned us, go his way, and whatever will be, let it be. If we want to die, then we can die. Now we realize his importance. Now we realize that he is the one person we cannot afford to lose. If we know that, if that is the case, why did you have some people that will do him in? They think they are doing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is misjudgment. Misjudgment. Your hatred obscures your judgment. Your envy obscures your judgment. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Caller, turn off your radio, please. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Hello?
Your name and where you're calling from.
Hello?
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from. don't think you're serious with the phone. You're doing something else. I can hear you. We know we're hearing you. So, caller, your name and where you're calling from. Okay, I think that's what we are going to experience this morning. Calling and hanging up. That's what we're experiencing. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. I think we have issue with the caller. Your name and where you're calling from. The guy from Senegal, I think.
Hello?
Good morning. Caller, can you hear me? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, good afternoon, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning from here.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead, we are hearing you.
Hello? Something is wrong.
Caller, your name and where you calling from? Go ahead, we are hearing you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Dr. Alozie, good afternoon from here.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, my brother. It's me, brother Buze, we're speaking, calling from my location. Mazi, this morning, you asked for question. The question is, who are we following? Or where do we stand? My own answer there is that I stand with Nnamdi Kanu. I stand with DOS. And I stand with the IPOB family members because to me, I cannot love anybody more than IPOB family members. I can't love individual more than IPOB family members. The reason why I'm saying so is that our brothers forget what our teacher, our leader have taught us for a long time. It's almost about 10 years now that we have been a student of Radio Biafra. And we're supposed to graduate. Because even doctors, they graduate after 9 years, after 8 years, they graduate. So we're supposed to have graduated to know what is good and wrong in us. The reason why I'm saying it is that some of our family members, someone like the case of Mazi Simon, we appreciate what Simon is doing. We appreciate the way he's propagating the gospel. But our DOS, the Hubble family, these DOS, they are very humble and they are very polite. They talk to us nicely when they said they tell us that as a member of they told Mazi Simon Ekpa to sign some memo. Simon refused to sign the memo, and they explained to us that
the issue of Simon Ekpa is with the authorities. Let them deal with it.
Okay. Sorry, let me forget about it. Okay, sure. Okay, thanks. So the only thing that we should do now is to focus on the struggle. We should focus. The only thing we're not supposed to ask our leaders or DOS any other question. Let's do what they told us to do. They said that the issue of stay at home is cancelled. It's suspended, not even cancelled. And they are the one who initiated the case. And they are the one there to tell us. We are not supposed to wait for our leader pop in already. But even the people who told us to do this program, to do this stay at home, is the DOS. And they see what we didn't see. And people must know that our leader, this month we are talking is August month. Some people don't see this spiritually. When you enter this struggle, you must enter it spiritually. You must also pray. Because even if you look into it, this is August month. Even our leader might even decide, because our women are going August meeting and all those things, he don't want to disturb them due to their meeting and all those things. So we must also think in some different angle to know why our leader suspended this, because he's a man of, he loves women, he loves our women. Remember that we are Biafra supposed to be what? Motherland. So we have to respect our women, and we have to also think some ways why our leader, there must be a reason. So we must obey, we must understand what our leader said and respect our leader. We have to now focus on how to support ESN. That's all I want to say this afternoon. Thank you for taking my call. Mazi Alozie, bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for taking my call. Sure, bye.
Right. The reason I asked that question is people talk a lot of things and they don't know. They don't know what they are talking about. We must, at this stage, stay away from social media.
Good afternoon, Mazi Alozie. Metuku Okiabe, bless you, Mazi Alozie. I am Mazi Alozie. I'm from Abaja in Wangele local government, Biafra land. May Elohim bless you, bless our leader Mazi Alozie, Kanu, and bless our Directorate of State. Mazi, you asked a question: who are we following, or who are we obeying? Yes, this question repeats in we saw it in the Bible when Joshua said, "Who is on the Lord's side? Come over this side." This is a point where we are now. This is the angle we are now. As you ask this question, I and my family, Mazi Alozie, we are on the side of Mazi Kanu and Directorate of State. I find out that Bible we are reading is repeating in our own time, and many people are repeating the history of the Bible. Many people are repeating the histories of Bible, but they don't know that that is what is happening. You ask this question: who are we following, or who are we obeying? I, myself, and my family household, we are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we are following the Directorate of State. It's only the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu I heard and come out from this struggle. I am on my working place now, but if people choose otherwise, that's left to them, because I know that the judgment is coming, and there is owner of the judgment, and the judgment must surely come. Mazi, the God Almighty Elohim, who created heaven and earth and who created Biafra land, bless you and bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless you.
Please turn off your radio. Please turn off your radio.
Okay.
Turn off your radio.
I will. Hello, sir.
Turn off your radio. Turn off your radio.
Already is off.
Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Mazi Alozie, I want to appreciate you for the work you are doing for the indigenous people of Biafra. I also want to appreciate our DOS for the marvelous work they are doing as well. Coming to the question that was asked, who are we following? Well, without wasting time, I and my family, we are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are also following the DOS. We are following the indigenous people of Biafra. Anything more than that is cancelled. There's nothing again more than that. Then I want to talk to our people. In fact, our people, some people, not everybody. So many people are taking more than they can chew. Nobody will be holier than the Holy Spirit. And nobody will be stronger than the strongest. Our teacher taught us to obey. He taught us command and control. And that is what we are doing. These people now that have turned themselves into tiger, claiming that they are paying our leader, whereas they are paid by the zoo authority to destroy what you are doing. They have nothing to pay them than to say that they will all reap what they sow. Because there's no way you can say you love our leader and you cannot love him and hate the institution he planted. Then you say that you love him, you want him to be free. And then since he is not out here with us, the institution is planted, we begin to disobey them, to bring anarchy into our family. In fact, I am sorry for those that are listening to those evil men and women that are trying to distract us. I ask our people to continue to obey the DOS and IPOD organigram. I thank you very much for what you are doing, and I thank you for today. I pray that you see us through. In no distant time, Biafra must be restored. And the devil and his angels will put the perpetual shame. Thank you, Mazi Alozie, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a structure put in place. And
yes.
That structure in place is what we must follow. And if you don't follow it, then we have confusion. See all those people that we brought into. Please, can you people turn off your radio when caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, I'm Cesar. I'm at Enugu, but I'm from Italy. I have sometimes asked for Radio Biafra in Italy and Umuahi. People in those areas don't have it, any news about Biafra. So please help us to get Radio Biafra functioning in Umuahi and Italy. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from? The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yes. Mazi Alozie, they hear me, sir.
They hear you.
Okay, sir. Mazi Alozie, let us have to pull for us, sir. Okay, sir. Mazi Alozie, ude biye go Mazi Alozie shika. Mazi Alozie, let every Biafran hear it from this year platform. That Biafra restoration is a project of the Most High God, the God that created the heaven and earth, and every human race on this planet. So nobody can stop Biafra restoration. Nobody. Mazi Alozie, don't shake it. Then go do anyhow. But to show them anyhow. No be to create them there. Mazi Alozie, no be to create anyhow where they like, make them behave. That's all over the world. Listen, Mazi Alozie has been divine and potent to make sure that our leader comes out of the hands of the Taliban. Anything where all these governors, all these every religious leader made them for Biafra, anything where they like, make them do. Mazi Alozie, no shaking. We to what you can't be a matter for this platform. In the put the film for them, well better than the sea. Mazi Alozie, as you want them, that they were big that it's not the China. And again, we are dealing with vampires and stubborn rebellious race. I can't Ndibo. I can't know for a question. Unfortunately, I know it's done. We know the which nation where we apologize. What matter is the seven cannot matter that the kind of the grace. Matter that not be we to save ourselves. We die here, get a bar. That's all about the world. See, when I see Ezekiel chapter 16, every Biafra, whether you be bishop, whether you be governor, whether you be anyhow where you be, make it more go to sabotage, make it a go study. Ezekiel chapter 16, in another episode of the shower, anywhere there where they push on, I don't know, anywhere where they push, make it a standard to what you can make I tell you though. The kind of bad. Only the protest to quick about it. I want to say there. Not think it Jeremiah chapter 30. Not think to what you can't have. That's not where you answer his in there for the temple. The whole world. When I see Isaiah chapter 24. Isaiah chapter 24. Not the doctor when I see you. But MD was I know. That I saw what you about to touch so like if cannot meet our leader, the people who want it at all, they decided for themselves. You're not concerned with the ticket of them at the Biafra IPO. You're not concerned us. It's concerned us. It's not that people say they show their name. If they want you to be for the World Cup, etc. We don't even know what the cup is.
Thank
you. To what you can't have, okay, money, look at. You to tell me openly, to say to start letting the Yakita go to the room. When you know that the Yakita, you know, I didn't know, like, no, now for, yeah.
Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Good morning.
Good morning from here. Welcome.
Yes, thank you, my brother. God bless you. My name is Mazi Alozie. I am the national PRO of IPOB here in United States. I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I am from Amibo. Amibo is an Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger. and then Amibo is the homework in charge of people. Mazi, I thank you for all the good job that you do for Biafrans, and I thank God Almighty for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, I want to talk to the Biafran. The Biafran, everybody to understand, where I am going now. We have the body. The body has head. And that head is controlled by the neck. It is the neck that decides where the head will turn. In as much as the head makes the decision of where you want to go, but the head depends on the neck. So the head are the DOS in Biafra, that is in this IPOB, and the neck are the Biafrans. The Biafrans, they determine what is going to happen. The issue there now, I am talking about this sit at home. Sit at home, the head have said it. But the way the neck is directing it, it is the neck that will tell you exactly what is going to happen. It will be good for us to revisit it, whatever it will, no matter whatever it is. Because the Biafran, they have taken enough. Anybody that is telling you that the Biafra will not come, you know that person is stupid. Biafran children have made up their mind that they must restore, their dignity. And I am so happy, no matter whatever it takes. They are the ones that are hungry. They are the ones that are in distress. They are the ones that have decided that they're going to sit at home, no matter whatever it is. Because where is Nnamdi Kanu? Why haven't we heard from Nnamdi Kanu up to now? Why do you think that it is normal that we can be hearing story? Oh, said this thing. What has it that we have done to confirm that Nnamdi Kanu is alive? Look at what is going on in the north. Look at the president's son on the wedding. Look at the jet fighters and the private jets everywhere. Look at the number of people that came for a child that doesn't have a job. Because he is the president's son. Look at everybody that gathered there. In a country where there is hunger, you see them, all of them, who is who. Then went, the money was flowing everywhere. There is nothing, the women were dancing, everything, they were enjoying themselves. And these are the few people. And when you look at them there, you will see the imaginary children that are begging on the streets. This is not a case of Biafra, or a case of Oduduwa or what. It is a case of justice in the land. And the people have risen, the Biafra people have risen. And we are not going to go back. I don't care who is on the road. Whoever that will interfere with honestly, the people are going to rise against that person. We don't care who it is. Even if you are a politician, we have taken it upon ourselves that we have to determine our destiny. We have taken enough in that country. There is no hospital, there is no good road. There is no job, there is no electricity. People cannot go to sleep. They've got to think about what they're going to eat. Children went to bed without food. People are sick and then they are dying because they can't afford the hospital. And then you think that it is normal and everybody just talking as if it is politics. For the people that think that they're going to play game because the politicians have bribed them, let them think twice. Because what we are fighting is for our survival. Look at what happened in Afghanistan. And that is the truth. Afghanistan, what do they want? They want the Taliban to be the ruler, no matter whatever it takes, no matter how powerful United States America is. Then America said, no, we cannot carry people's load. And this is the deal what they left them there. So let them go and manage themselves now. Let them manage because this is what they want. No matter how you impose somebody on them, then they have determined their life. And this is what they are doing in Afghanistan. So time has come when the Biafrans, when they do what children, when you have to stand up, nobody is going to tell you how you're going to live your life. It's high time you stand up and determine your destiny. It's high time you stand up because the suffering that you are suffering is caused by a human being like you. It is the people that are like you. Look at how his life. But look at the type of money they spend only just for the wedding. Well, with common men, they did their wedding without any problem. Without anybody coming over there and then listening. So, and then you think that it's a normal thing. And the politicians that have put us in this predicament are still running around and thinking, I am telling you, Nnamdi Kanu, if we don't see Nnamdi Kanu, there will never be any election in that land. If we don't see any Nnamdi Kanu, definitely Nnamdi Kanu don't talk to us. Honestly, things are not, the way they are saying things is not going to happen like that. We're going to start with this sit at home on Monday, as it is now. The DOS must surely come and talk to us, and then they have to listen to the neck. Because the neck is the one that is carrying the head. The head cannot do anything without the neck. If the neck has spoken, it will spoken. A child that is looking for his mother or his father, and then you have to tell the child, oh, that you have to sit at home to know if your mother is coming, and the child is hungry and he's looking for the mother. That is what the IPOB are, and this is what the Biafrans are. It has gotten to this has gotten to the point of no return. So the issue there is that no matter whatever it takes, we have to be alive to go to work. You have to be alive to go for business. The way things are going now, if we look for Nnamdi Kanu, we don't see Nnamdi Kanu, you better get ready. You better get ready. For anybody that is talking nonsense, we are waiting until that date I'm going to do in the court. If they're giving us any reason for Nnamdi Kanu, we don't see Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody have to be ready because all of us are going to die at the same time. And this is what is going to happen. All the politicians that think that they are managing and they are just playing with our intelligence. All the politicians in Igbo land, I swear to God, we are going to start from you. We are going to go from home to home. All your children, everything that you have accumulating, all this wealth, all this misery that you have brought to us, you know that we have died, we have paid the price. They have killed us.
Thank you, Mazi.
5 million people have been massacred in the name of this. And then you think that is a play. Mazi, they are coming and we are coming. I am calling everybody to visit our website. Do the needful, please donate to Biafra. Donate to IPOB. Donate so that we can take care of Nnamdi Kanu and the family. Donate so that we can take care of the judges and then even the lawyers that are taking care of them. Donate so that our Eastern Security Network can be taken care of. Go to our website, and that website is www.ipobinusa.org/donate. www.ipobinusa.org/donate. Thank you and God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. The instructions are there. The order is there. Go back to your normal business. Our leader has spoken. Our leader gave instructions that this is what we must do. So we have re-emphasized it. We have told the people, suspend your sit at home. Suspend it. There will be a time when we're going to use it. There will come a time. You have shown what you're made of. You have shown that you're serious. You have shown that you are determined, no matter how long it takes, to do the needful. That is the part we understand. That is the part that is making us happy. That is the part that is making people understand that, yes, the information is getting to everybody. So, let's be cool. Let's do things the way the instruction has been passed to us. Our people are very strong people, and hope we'll keep it that way. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, Mazi Alozie. Good afternoon, sir. God bless you, sir.
God bless you too.
Sir, my name is Kelechi. I'm calling from Senegal.
Welcome.
Sir, you know, our leader used to tell us consistency. Consistency is the key. There's something like consistency. See, you know, the other day somebody annoyed you. the person is thinking that maybe after that noise, maybe you will not broadcast again, so people will not get information and everything will just everything there. But it's fine. That's your consistency remain. So the DOS must remain their consistency so poor. They must stick on whatever they say. Anything order they give, they must stand there. They should forget about people that they want to sit at home, people that not sit at home. After everything, leave our people alone. After everything, they will still come back of the DOS because this is the only structure our leader really lives. And there's nothing like who are you following? There's no other following the DOS. The structure that our leader laid down. So what I'm asking the US now is to be a man enough to counter one. Anything other they give, that is fire. After everything, it's just like dog. You want to go for push hunting now. If you unchain dog, that dog will be excited more than you that is not unchain it for that hunting. At the long run, the dog will even run more than you. But when the dog find out that even you that unchain it, that you are not following, the dog will still come back to come and meet you and wear it so that we continue. So you should forget about who is at home or who is not at home. The order have been taken, and that this order has been passed on our leader, and it has been reduced separately. Our leader stands on the letter and that sit at home is suspended. It should be suspended. Now, sit at home in different can do that on their own. That's their concern. But the order of the DOS, sit at home is suspended. After everything, they will go back to the order of the DOS. You know, they want to try the resolve of the DOS. If the DOS will be maybe something of they give us that today. For people shake them, they will reject again. For people shake them. No. Let's ask the order remains there. After our people, after everything, we come back to the decision of the DOS. Because this is the only structure we know. We tell them there is nothing. Okay, after this at home, I'm asking them, after this at home now, what is their next strategy? What do they have to? It's not now because this is actually agitation. You are agitating for something to be dialogue. Okay, if they want to call this Nigerian president now or whoever, they want to dialogue, who are they going to call? So everybody, all of us go to everyone and go on the dialogue with you. We must present the leader, and that leader is DOS. So people should stop all these people are not complying. The order remains that will be suspended, and the people will still come back to that position. That is my plan. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you, sir.
God bless you too. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Okay, Nnamdi, good afternoon. Yeah. Good afternoon. Nnamdi, I don't know if I'm calling out right. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, Biafrans and Ethiopians, freedom lovers, I will see us. Please, I just want to talk to us, or should I use the word admonish us? Honestly, Daddy, your question is a great one. But at the same time, I think, if we can retreat back to what I already said about this and to what every one of us acknowledged to be the issue on ground, we should know that the goal we are focusing is a spiritual thing and getting our promised land from who created heaven and earth, like he has given to every other country on earth. Now, to them who say we are not following Mazi Kanu based on their own personal understanding, I want to ask them who led the American independence to a successful one. Now, on the same platform, Mazi Alozie had told us that one person among 56 persons stood up and locked the door. And that person that locked the door, not like others, does not want it. But this is the only one that the Spirit led as a leader who pioneered that. And everything at the end of the day got perfect. Now, if Ethiopians, whatsoever, I acknowledge it personally. To me, I don't know if it has been said to every one of us. I know that our lawyers are not Ethiopians. They are independent lawyers which will find suits to represent us on this. That's the part. Maybe they may have delayed to bring information earlier to the US, or maybe they are bringing information to us. To whatever level it may have made most of us down here, everywhere in the diaspora, to begin to question the struggle. But the good thing is this: must we allow the bourgeois at this moment to take up the struggle? The answer is no. Must we depend that the lawyers should let us know the truth before we respect the US? No. Must we allow everything the DOS did to make it look as if that it's not working perfectly? No. This is a spiritual thing. Our prayer from the whole state has been that all our mistakes should come back to a perfection for us to achieve what we want. Why will political officers be killing themselves, quarreling over things that are not meant to be? Most of the countries that gained their independence or maybe their freedom has never quarreled over finance. All they're doing is maybe out of protest, maybe out of violence, they achieve it with their strength and their little wisdom. Now, we coming up in our various platforms to think about this issue in this diverse way. It means we are now telling ourselves that we are not among 100. If you are not among the 100, it's a good thing. Go on and ask questions, go on and quarrel, go on and deceive people, go on and make quarrels and deceptive efforts you have to put in. Because I know this is a time everyone for showing perfectly his ministry in this struggle. So if you are not ready to work with your spirit, acknowledging that the first leader from heaven and earth is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether we see it true from the lawyers that he's the one that sent us to this or not, or whether whichever way you want to think it, you are right in your own. But what we are saying is that please, let's keep him first as our leader and follow it. At least give a credit to us that at the end of the day, we walk through this path respecting the laws or whichever instructions that come out from him, whether we see him or we do not see him, until the whole world can justify and say, oh, these people have been deceived by few persons among them. Now that they are doing this thing in this other way, they are right. They can now come in and support us. So if we begin to do this thing and make it look as if that we don't have this chain of command and making it look as if we are now giving room for the bourgeois to hijack this. Okay, it's not for you people, but for me, I know Biafra will come. So this is the admonition I have for us Biafrans everywhere in the whole world. I love us all. God bless us. Really, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The structure is there. And what I am getting people to understand is that you cannot create diversions. That's why I asked you, where do you belong? Instruction is instruction from the body that has been in place for a very long time. And that must be followed. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Mazi is your brother today calling from our location. Mazi, can we get this message and get it clear? Misleading people is not allowed. People should not call on phone. As I don't like referring my comment to anybody, and then nobody must get offense. When you say that the callers, not you personally, that it seems like the leader, why you just of leaders of a thing? I don't understand it. Nobody is against any leader from anywhere. When you take an oath, unless you are not somebody who came to this struggle, no, because somebody read it for you, somebody explained certain things for you. You don't just jump in and join. There are certain things you know, and something before you go to a restaurant, that means you are hungry. And why would you say when somebody come into when the zoo want to negotiate, are they gonna negotiate with who? That doesn't mean the leader is not there. When people say they are protesting, and in a country where even ordinarily when you are urine by the wall side, people went to protest. Students protest. Doesn't mean the chancellor or head of the institution is no longer there. Protest is not undermining structure. Let's get the message straight. Because you are protesting, children protest at the heart doesn't mean their father is no longer their father. Your mother, your wife can cook food, you are eating with her in the same table, and you make her angry, and she just pass food and walk away. That doesn't mean she served you before. Even before does not mean it before the same time. So when you say, does it mean when the Zulu want to negotiate, or the people of UN or whoever want to negotiate, they they know the access we have to call. That does not mean that doesn't mean I'm encouraging people to disobey the order. But let's not say a wrong narrative here. That the people say, okay, we don't like this thing. Let's protest. That doesn't not mean any finger are pointing to the head of the institution. That doesn't make sense. If you don't pay me a salary and I work for you, at the end of the month I couldn't pay my rent and I'm protesting, that doesn't mean tomorrow I will take your post. I'm just telling you, pay me my salary. Then the next month, on the first of the next day, I start my work. This message people are sending is very, very wrong. Every single thing you point out the DOS, everything. No, the DOS is where they are. You talk of media. The DOS have no hand in the media, but everything are pointing to DOS. We are selling a wrong narrative. This is wrong. Because if the DOS is a human being, they are sitting down listening to us. It will seem like people are attacking them, but because of the kind of messages we are sending, everything, the things that don't have to do with the DOS, we point finger there. Yeah, they're ahead of this family. But you should know when you cross the line that if anybody wants to negotiate, that does not mean you don't know who to call. People are protesting now, Mazi Alozie, in different areas, in the Facebook, in everywhere. People try to sit at home. The head of this particular
everywhere they come.
The council sit at home. But I want to ask a question before I drop this call. You see what happened in Biafrans. Listen, you see what happened in Taliban. I wanted to ask this question to Mazi Alozie when the answer covered. The time limit was not there. The Taliban took over. Is it the Kabul they call it? Are you telling me I'm not praying for that? God forbid. Nobody is happy in this situation we are now. If Boko Haram take on, let's put it this way now, because we have told that we have 1,001 ideas we can follow. Our leader has spent how many weeks now in detention of the DSS? We are not doubting by any means our legal team. We believe in them. This is not the first time. They are not new in this business, if I should use this word. So there are people that we have tested before, trust them. And our leader, if there is any kind of doubt, our leader couldn't have kept them when he come out the first one. But he maintained them. We have seen this lawyer calling our leader the day they are burying his parents. The man was there, involving in everything. We have seen who the two attack on his life. So that one is by the way. Nobody should be questioning them. But if we cannot do what we're supposed to do, as people have the privilege to do it now outside, and the Boko Haram raise a of tomorrow, is it easy to negotiate with terrorists that they negotiate with the government that is practicing all democracy, even though there's no democracy in them? But at least a lawyer go to court now. Let's ask ourselves questions, because if there is anything anybody know, whether the head of the institution or the lower should do it now. We want Nnamdi out as of yesterday. Nobody should be preaching to me, telling me, calm down. We have been coming down for so long. People are having some kind of sickness. They don't know where it's coming from. Is it when the flag is raised in Abuja before we can negotiate to the terrorists? Then the government, at least now, you have an access to court. Or is it whenever it's blocked? Let's face this thing, because nobody anticipated the Taliban that they will take over Kabul. If I pronounce it, but to those who know, nobody knows that now the president of the Taliban will have one single jet and one single private jet fly over. Let's stop all those that try to create a limit within the power that be, or create a limit with this, with this. Everything that anybody that pick up anywhere on Facebook is the DOS national anthem now. Why are we now losing the focus? Why are we now fighting within ourselves? Try to blame Mr. LD. Why not put head together and say, what do we do? Because as far as I'm concerned, my primary way now is to just to bring Nnamdi out. Then the struggle will continue. If they declare Biafra before he came out, he has to come out first, because there's no Biafra without him. So anybody that's just pretending anywhere is pretending, telling us now if you have 1,000 things to do, bring Nnamdi first before another thing you can be doing to us. After all, it was Nnamdi who even tell us that something like we all this age don't know the Biafra. When you ask Biafra question, it's like my mother will use the other hand and cover your mouth. But Nnamdi out now to shout from the mountain rock. Anywhere you can shout Biafra there. Nobody will know. Everybody, you are not teaching them. Oh, this my what? Oh, this Biafra. What? Because of Nnamdi. So I ask this question again. Is it when flag raised in Aso Rock, and you hear that the Boko Haram might take over, or ISWAP or whoever take over? Is it when it easy to negotiate? It may sound so selfish, it may sound so childish, it may sound to you how you look at it. But if there is anything, if our people are not happy back home, that means that this is the first time Biafra are disobeying any order. Let's get this straight, that at least, okay, this movement is no longer IPOB member in the diaspora. That means the taproot believe in what we are doing. Everybody wants this Biafra. So we should even be happy that people are listening to us. You give order, they obey. Do you think it's easy for Igbo man to lock up his shop? Locking us for the past 3 weeks, he closed the shop. They are the one now. We are now begging them. See, they said no. They are the one feeling the bullet, feeling the hunger, feeling everything. We are not telling them go back. They say no. Can't you go back as a leader and rethink? What did it? Oh, I'm in my office. I'm telling this people to go to start working. They say, okay, we walked in tomorrow overnight. You are supposed to think, oh, these people, there's something that you saw you did not see. So the people that are suffering most are the ones protesting more than us here. How does it make sense? It may make sense. I know the leader sees something beyond me. I know that one. But I'll just talk about that member. So if the people are at home, if I'm protesting here in this country, they will say the delegate. Have we said delegate to talk to people individually or send delegate to Ogbet and so on and so forth? No, these are the reasons why you shouldn't do this. Or we just, those who think we are not listening, they only heard this shit at home maybe 3 weeks ago. They carry it or they have never had even sit back. Do we have root? I know we have. I'm just saying for the comment sake. What are we doing to convince them to say no? This is the reason why. You may come on air, but those do not listen to you are still carrying that. I mean, carrying the former order. Those who have listened and say no, we did not agree. How are you telling them to say this is the reason why? Because 20-minute broadcast do not change anything. They are still complaining. The people that are sitting at home, they have those reasons. They haven't said if Nnamdi come out tomorrow and they still continue. You cannot know that, oh, this one, they're telling for a different thing. But let's face the fact and know that we need this guy. If a flag raised tomorrow, what is happening in Nigeria now? Anything can happen anytime. So why don't we? Why do you even change a winning team in the first place, Mazi Alozie? Why do we? I have never seen a football team where you change a winning team. If this team is winning, you don't change it. You don't disturb the structure. The same way we cannot afford to attack the DOS. It's not anywhere. I'm not among them. I can never be. But in whatever decision we make, leadership or lower level unit, we should consider that this is a human being. You don't change a winning team. God bless you, Mazi Alozie.
Well, we are coming towards the end of this broadcast. Kelechi, go ahead. Call out your name, where are you calling from? Call out your name and where are you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi Alozie, my name is Mazi Okori, and I'm calling you from United Kingdom. Mazi Okori is from our place. Mazi, I want to thank God for your life and all you are doing for Biafrans. So, Mazi, there is one, I want to advise, give my own advice as an elder in this struggle. I want to advise you media people in our radio, please, when people are saying their opinion, there is a reason why they are saying that their opinion. Let us try and look two sides and know what we will advise those at head. And I want to let those at head to know that there is something that Effiong did that saved Ojukwu life. Ojukwu did not want to go on exile, but Effiong, being his second, forced him to climb that plane, and Ojukwu went to Gabon.
and finally he came back to Nigeria to live the rest of his life before God called him. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of this wonderful group, is in DSS. I won't call it prison, in DSS cell. Nigeria is the only country where police can keep somebody in the cell for as long as they want. And DSS did DOS did a wonderful job that got into people's bone marrow. And people decide to follow this thing that the DOS, this wonderful job that they did. But just one day sit at home, and DOS come up on Friday night to tell people don't sit at home again without any reason. Had it been they came that very day and said, look, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have given order that we will abandon this for now. And not only that, and they said it is only going to court, knowing Nigeria that court can be changed at any time. And these people now are using it to fight us and, march on our head. I want to advise them, the DOS, to go back to their table and do some homework. Let us not be about the governors, especially the Southeast governors and their Senate and senators and the House of Representative members, that they are, operating their people. Let us not be that DOS, they will now be, becoming that kind of people that will not listen to their people. I'm an elder, I was there during the war, but in 9 years, I was farming and feeding soldiers. And I'm here now today in this struggle. And as an elder, I have looked into this thing and see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if we are going to disobey Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to save his life, to get free, we must disobey Nnamdi Kanu and get him free. Tomorrow we will apologize to him. Mazi, we want you out because we need you out. And that's why we disobeyed you. See, I want you people to talk about CNN, we talk about BBC. Let Radio Biafra not work like BBC, because I have written to most of the presenters. Everybody is presenting DOS. Everybody is presenting DOS. Please, you people should advise them. Let them go back to table and implement this sit at home again. And let us look at the Sahara reporter.
Mazi, you are wrong. Mazi, I will put it blank.
Okay.
You are wrong because I'm
trying to say my mind.
You've said your mind, but let me tell you why you are wrong. There is an instruction from our leader. He is not. We have discussed this thing before, but it keeps coming up. So when our leader says, "Do this," do it. That's why I ask people, say, "Where do you belong? Who are you following?" Our leader gives instruction, you want to disobey. You can't disobey. If you disobey, you're not following him. The DOS is the authoritative body that works in the absence and in the presence of our leader. They are the ones that issue instructions. And this is the core of my broadcast today. Why do we have so much experts? Why do we have so much people that know so much? The DOS is not one person. It is a body that sits. You may or you may not like their decision. They come up with something. They listen to the broadcast. They hear what people say. They listen to outside the broadcast. They hear what people say. They go to the social media. They see what is going on. They sit and talk and implement. Our leader gave instruction, it must be followed. If he can sacrifice his life for us, why disobey him? His court case is coming, and we have issues to deal with. And since that is the case, why do we find it difficult to follow instructions? And this is why we have found ourselves in this situation. We have bright, good ideas. We have many experts, but we cannot implement one thing. We disobey our own heads, and we are running in different directions. I might not be able to take all the calls coming in. Tomorrow is another day. I will be here tomorrow. We will continue on this. If you missed the call today, you couldn't make it, come on tomorrow. We will continue on this topic, because I want our people. There is something wrong with the way we deal with issues. The core being that we have too many experts. We have too many people that can solve the problem, but nothing is solved. And that body put there to direct us, we try to blame. You can't blame them. That is why they're there. It's not one person, it's not two, not three, but quite a number of people. So you have a governing body. And we hear from our leader. He has sent you a message. And he said, this is what I want. Our people are hard hearing. I understand that there are certain circumstances where you might say, okay, it's not going to work that way. We understand that, but it has not reached that stage. Our happiness, our strength, our confidence is the ability of our people at this stage to stand tall. And remember, the instruction of DOS is, this is what our leader said. If you want to sit at home on your own. That is your conviction, that nobody is stopping you. Let's differentiate the two. Nobody is criticizing you for sitting at home. But officially, this is our stand. Official stand is different from individual stand. Understand those two. This is the official position. This is your individual position. And this is what makes us who we are. And this is why we are going to achieve our goal. We want to be free. We must be very, very patient. We must have our people that want to do what they want to do it outside the media. The media is official media for IPOB. What am I telling you? Those that want to sit at home, go ahead. It is your decision. We are not criticizing you. We are not crucifying you. Because there are things you see we don't see. There are things you believe in. And this is why, again, I love Biafrans. That means we have gotten to the point where people now see the danger. Now our goal is, how do we tie these things together? And this is what is going to propel us to the end. This is where I'll be ending this broadcast. I'm sorry, I can't get off the call because last time I overstayed and somebody was waiting to come. You wait for the next media guy, then you consult with him. But like I said, tomorrow I will be here. I am healthy, I'm strong enough. If you miss today's call, If you miss it, come back tomorrow. If I didn't ask this question, you will see many people not searching their souls as to their commitment, as to why they are doing what they are doing. We must check our background. And the pastors, if you miss yours, come tomorrow. That's fine. You know, some days it don't work that way. And as much as I can tell you, this is why we have Radio Biafra, and it must be to our advantage, not disadvantage. If you want to live on social media, go ahead. We also read, and we also get ideas. It's a barometer. It points to where people are headed. And the DOS, they see it. And they meet. And they talk. This is why we are still here. I thank all of you that called. We'll be here tomorrow. Okay, so that's all I can tell you. Nothing. Tomorrow I'm going to shorten the analysis so that you can be able to call. From the log, I'm seeing 200 and something calls that couldn't come in, and if I don't shut it off, it will continue to come in. And this is the avenue I'm going to open by asking you, who are you following?